Hey friends! It's the perfect weather to cozy up with some popcorn and binge something good. But what if, instead of your usual Netflix marathon, you tune into something that could actually transform your life? One free webinar gave me the tools to take back my time, grow my income, and finally stop stressing over work-life balance. So why not webinar and chill with me? You won't want to miss this. It's way better than your usual rerun.
It's bad out there.
Say what's in
No
this
caps to be
dream?
had out there.
I wish I knew
Your eyes are like
how
starlight
to
now.
break this spell.
I'll take your hat. Your hair looks swell.
I ought to say no, no, no,
Mind if I
sir.
move in?
Hello, everyone. So, kind of didn't like that transition of that intro video with the music in there. I need to change that. Anyways, how is everyone doing? My name is Malor Grajo. My full name is Lorinda Grajo. I am a proud digital business owner and a physical therapist by profession. Today, I'd like to discuss with you guys the importance of watching our free live webinar or even watching the replay of the webinar at that. And 'cause if you've been following me on my post, and if you are new to seeing me here, it's always about the webinar that we try to promote and encourage you guys to look into. Because here's the thing. I know it's been sounding like a cliche, or in Tagalog we say gas na, right? So like you would always hear a network marketer or a digital marketer on your feed asking something like, have you ever felt being overwhelmed at your job? Are you struggling to find time for your family? Or are you dealing with those requests for vacation and yet not sure if it gets approved or whatnot? And it sounds cliche, but the truth is it happens to everybody, and we all deal with that situation. We're all overwhelmed with our job. We all feel like we're working and not getting enough, and we don't have that time freedom. And yet that anxiety starts to build up because of you're worried about your bills. You wanted to take some time off, but you're not sure if that gets approved. And it just all comes, it's just all like roll into, like, it's a cycle, right? That we all go through. And no matter how tired you hear it from or reading or looking into your feed, because that is the reality. That is the kind of world we live in now. And another truth is there is a way to change that cycle. There is a way to change all of it. There is a way that you could start to build something for yourself that gives you more control over your time, more control of your finances, and even how you envision the future. And this is why we emphasized on you guys to watch the webinar. And because the webinar is all about that. It's not just a business introduction, but it's a step-by-step breakdown. Because I always say it's a business in a box, but it's a step-by-step breakdown
of how you can make a real change in your life. Just just like I did, just like the rest of my business partners have experienced. If you continue to be curious about it, what it takes really is for you to what it really takes for you to get started is to watch our live webinar or our replay. So watch our webinar. I always put it out there that it's a no obligation. It's purely information if you're truly seeking for that transformation. And while watching that webinar, you'll understand and you'll feel it for yourself if this business opportunity could be the right fit for you and your family. Because this webinar will allow you and will provide you all of that information you need to decide. When you decide on something, you want to be well informed. You want to be well educated at it. Because knowledge is power. And in this webinar, what you would hear are true life testimonies of real people, real stories, real success stories of people who've been in the business. This business has been going on for years, and our sponsoring company has been in the business for 50 years, 50. And that alone tells you how credible this business is and how legitimate this business is. So if, let's say, okay, if you are one of this type of person, right? Let me ask you, how many times have you wanted to take a break? Go on a vacation, spend more time with your family. You just want to do it and you don't have to ask for permission. I remember one of my coworkers. She wanted a specific time frame to go on a vacation. And it wasn't approved because someone already got that time. Because it goes by seniority. And our manager told her, then just request for another time. Just request, you move the date to another day or something like that. And the reason why she chose that specific time to be off or to go on a vacation, because that was her mother's birthday and it's a milestone. Remember, if it's 70 or 80 years old. So she was like, I can't move my mom's birthday. I can't. So that's the reason why she wanted to go on that vacation on that time frame. But because someone has been in the company longer than she is, her vacation wasn't approved. So if you're like me, your work life has probably been full of I'll get to that later. Yeah, I can do it later and later and later. Or let's say you wanted to go for you want to try a new restaurant or a new winery or whatnot. Say, oh yeah, we can do that later. We can go out next weekend and do that. But that later never comes. That later never comes. That's it. Because you would always say, you can't find time for that later. You need to find time for the things that you truly want to happen. And watching this webinar could help you break free from that cycle. because it's all about creating a business that works for you, not the other way around. That you will not need somebody else's approval for you to be able to get to that time later. Because if you want to go on a weekend and then they ask you to work on a weekend, then you would prefer to work than you having that date on that weekend. So you push that and it never happens. Or you are someone that you've been working too much, you work hard, grind so much, you hustle. I always hear people say after going on a vacation, they would put in there, oh, back to the grind, right? So you end up hustling, hustling, and hustling, and then putting a lot of work hours, and then when the pay stub or the paycheck comes in, no matter how much or how many hours you put in, it's just not enough to stretch it. Because there's always the bills. And if you notice how your bills are, it always goes up, never goes down. The water bill, the electricity bill, and then you went a few months ago you weren't paying that this much, but now how come? What had happened? And then the cut. If you're just like me, the college tuition, that's part of it. And then everything else that you do not anticipate to happen, sometimes and most of the time it would happen, and you have not allowed, there was no allotted money for that mishap or for those unexpected expenses. Because and then you start to become stressed, primarily because you live paycheck to paycheck. And this is the reality. In a household, one person working is not enough. If there's one person that is working, and you see all of these nurses, they work two jobs. And if the husband and wife works, one will have to work for another job. One has a full-time job, the other partner will have a full-time job and a part-time job. Because working with just one full-time is not enough. And I was one of those. Our household was one of those. My husband works full-time. And before I started this business, this digital business, I was working part-time for two different hospitals. And by working on both, I was able to put in between 10 to 12 hours a day. And I worked as a home health physical therapist. And because I was seeing 5, 6, 7 patients a day. And because of the flexibility of the time, I'm able to do that. I come home still doing paperwork because I still have to finish and then submit all of those notes by end of day. And it came to a point that we needed to do it because we have to support and be able to pay the bills and maintain all of that. Not that because we spend too much. It's we don't spend too much. We've never been the type of family that would want to, how they say it, keep up with the Joneses. No, we're not that type of people. But this business allowed me to work for just one job now, and I was able to let go of the other part-time. I only work for one hospital, and that is only for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. I don't work weekends. And it's something that is liberating for me, and it helped me in a lot of ways. So this webinar can show you exactly how you can supplement your income in a way that doesn't eat up all your time. Because what we do doesn't eat up all your time. You don't have to be doing this attraction marketing for 6, 8 hours in a day. It's all up to you. If that's something that you would want to do, then go ahead. But we have a system that works for you. All you need to do is to just show up every day on your social media and then tell people about the business. And this is we have a system that does everything for us. And how will you know about it more is by watching the free webinar that we have. It's a 90-minute webinar. And so I've talked about if a type person that needing time that but is not allowed to have that time because of your work, or if you're working too much and then you feel like, okay, it's not enough, and yeah, you work too much and then you pay too much for tax season, right? And the last thing is uh, that feeling of burnt out, because I was there. I came to a point that working for two part-time jobs, I, I came to realize that, am I getting old, or because I'm starting to lose my patience when I see my patients. So I am starting to lose my patience. And I couldn't pinpoint where or why is that happening. Is it because I'm stressed and overworked and I was so burnt out? I was not happy with what I was doing anymore. And to think I've been a physical therapist for 27 years, and it's the only job I know that I am good at. It's the only occupation I know that I can excel. However, it came to the point that I was getting tired, and I do not want to hate what I do because it's something that I love. And the only way to work on that is to cut down my hours. And this digital business gave that opportunity to me. Because I came to realize that where I'm at is, like that feeling of when you're feeling of burnt out. It's either you're close to hitting a wall or you already hit that wall. And I was at that point, and I do not want to be that person, as I said, hating what I truly love to do, hating what a job that gave me this opportunity to be here in the United States and gave me that opportunity of being able to provide to my family in the Philippines. And I don't I'm at the age that I feel like there is no more room for growth for me in my profession. I will always I'll always be a clinician. And as if you all know how a physical therapist works, we as a home health therapist, if a patient is not able to say get out of bed or stand up, you have to physically help them get to the point that they can stand up on their own. I'm realizing that I'm no longer as strong as I used to be. And it's just not. And if I want to do a desk job or an office job, it's not what I want. It's not what I want to do. I've done that part of being a manager, but I don't see a dollar sign in a patient's forehead. What I see them are the other S's, the signs and symptoms of why they need me, why they need me to come out and help them. Not because I can get money from them, not because Medicare pays a lot for them. No, that is why I can't be a manager anymore. And that's the only way I could go if my body is not able to physically do the work of being a physical therapist anymore. And finding and looking into this opportunity, this digital business, it has given me that option. It has given me something that is able to support my goal, something is that I can continue to do my purpose. Because after all, it's not about working harder, it's about working smarter. This business will allow you to do that. Work hard. You don't have to work hard. It will give you that opportunity on how you can work smart and create a system that truly just works for you. Something that you can control in your own time and in your own pace, basing it all on your goals and your purpose. So other than all of that, the main thing that this digital business helped me and changed me. So how this business transformed my life. It's more than just flexibility of spending time with my family, my children, my two boys, and it has helped me in a way that I could focus more on my mental health other than spending time with my family. It's more on giving me that opportunity to feel that I can do this, that there is something that I am able to achieve. And that's what this business has given me. It's given me that personal growth. And if you see our other business partners on how it's not a facade, it's not a facade that you see us all happy and looking satisfied and confident here on doing and spreading the beauty of this business, because it is true. It has changed us in a lot of ways. And this business has given me that freedom, that how do I say it? When it comes to my work, that how do you say nakatali? So it's like I no longer feel chained in waiting for the office to tell me if we have enough patients for the day, if they can give me enough work for the day, or even waiting for someone to approve something that is important to me, like a vacation. What's important to me should not be dependent on somebody else's approval. And that's what this business has provided me. If it's important to me, I do not need somebody else's approval for that. I approve that myself. In that way, I don't have to miss any more family moments. In that way, if I wanted to escape because of stress environment that I am in at work, I can always do that. But this business is not giving me that stress. And that's how this business transformed my life. So it is something that, other than knowing that you're building something for yourself, I am building something that can generate an income, something that can support my dreams, something that can something that has made me feel that I can continue on and believe in my purpose in life, and even to pass down this business to my children. So other than me and my husband's teaching them of life values as what we can leave them, or that legacy, on top of that, even that financial value, we can leave that to them. So it gives you as a parent that peace of mind that your children are secured, both in what you've taught them on how to deal and accept life challenges, and that financial stability in there that you're able to provide for them. And if you are one of those people that I've discussed, that's exactly what this business can offer for you. And this webinar is the perfect starting point to see how it could work for you and your family. For you to feel that you continue to have a purpose, not you feeling so tied up in your current situation now. You may say, if you are someone that is just new to following me in social media and you don't even know me personally, you might think that you could say, can I really trust this someone or this person that I just follow on social media? I know what you're thinking, but I learned about the business not from someone that I follow on social media. It was from someone that I know. And it is a good friend of mine, and that's Lori. I was once skeptical too. She told me about the business, and I've been seeing their post. I never did watch the webinar when she first told me about the business, and it took me a while before I was willing to watch the webinar. But it only took me 90 minutes, not even 90 minutes in that webinar, to realize that it was something that that could work for me and my family, that could work for me and my husband. So she wasn't selling me anything. She just wanted me to watch the webinar. And I knew right there and then that it's the opportunity that we wanted, because that webinar has provided us a clear and real information about the business and how it could possibly change our life. So we took the risk. After watching the webinar, we went on to the next phase, and from there, we are now in the business. This webinar that I am trying to make you guys understand and realize how important is not just about me. It's about you. It's about giving you the tools to decide if this business opportunity is something that you can not associate, integrate into your life, apply into your life. I am correlating this webinar with you watching Netflix. Okay. So, just like any great Netflix drama show that you would love to binge on, it's entertaining, right? It's informative, and it's a show that you would want to keep coming back to because you like it. And that's just how exactly this webinar is. It's entertaining, it's informative, and it's something you'll want to keep coming back to because it gives you the tools to create a future that you and your family truly deserve. So now, if you guys are ready to make a change and trust me enough that I could help you and guide you in this journey, this is your moment to grab your popcorn, your soda or lemonade, whatever you want to drink, and log on to my website so you can watch our webinar. My website at www.malorgrajo.com, or you can ask me for questions. As I said, knowledge is power, so you can always ask me for questions, and I'll be more than willing to help you and assist you. It's only an hour and a half of your time. An hour and a half of your time that can give you the clarity, the motivation to take that next step towards the life you truly wanted. You don't need somebody else's approval to go on a vacation. You don't need someone else's approval to be good because you own this business. You run this business. With that said, I thank you all for watching, and tomorrow, Tuesday, is our live webinar. If you would want to go onto the live one, you can go log on to my website and save a spot at www.malorgrajo.com, and our live webinar happens at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Let me see on who are out here on my comments for today, if I can read them. Okay, let's see here. Oh, hello, Micah. She is one of the youngest business partners that we have. Hi, Sis Maddie. She's watching from Australia. Hi, Sis Gina. Congratulations again, sis. And then I have Sis Eden. These business partners of mine. I met them in person. So it's really liberating to have that feeling of meeting someone from online to offline, right? So let me see here what Micah. Micah said, it's a webinar, and it's a webinar and lengthy. Yes. Let's see. Wait, I need to get my glasses. See, when you're old, right? So it's a webinar lengthy. Yes. So before watching it, set clear goals, write it down during you focus on the takeaways, and if you still feel disengaged, step away briefly and take a quick mental break to refocus, because you might be overwhelmed. And after, review your notes and assess if it aligns with your goals and objectives. Yeah. So you can actually take your time in watching the webinar. We don't pressure people. We definitely do not pressure people. So you can watch it at your own pace and at your own time. And just, as I said, if you have any comments, you can always, if you have any questions, you can always ask. It's a lot of people. Oh, you said, wow, 27 years, more than my. Okay, girl, you showing me. Yeah, I know I'm old. This woman is old. You are very passionate, Tita. I know a lot of PT and they are so cool. They move a lot. Very masisipag. Yeah. You make me feel old. Thank you. My God. Hi, Sis Jennifer. Hello. And oh, my darling Jaja. Hi, Jaja. She's daring me to wear red lipstick. Yeah. So one of these days, if you guys are here watching me, I'm gonna go and put on a red lipstick because she's one of those ladies that are wearing red lipstick as well. And she said, "True, sis. All right. Hi, Ken. Good evening." And who else do I have here? Oh, you're welcome, Sis Gina. Yeah. So that's it for me, guys. And thank you for being out here again tomorrow. A live webinar happening at 5 p.m. Pacific. So register on my website at www.malorgajo.com. If you have any questions, leave me a message, comment down below, and positive or negative comments I entertain. I do not discriminate. Okay. If you have any comments on how we can help you out, or let's say this business is not for you, but you know of someone that could benefit from it, share the love, let them know. All right. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Stay well and be well. And good night, everyone. Bye for now.
It's bad out there.
Say what's in
No
this
caps to be
dream.
had out there.
I wish I knew
Your eyes are like
how
starlight
to
now.
break this spell.
I'll take your hat. Your hair looks swell.
I ought to say no,
Mind if I move